Oh, outside California. I'm going to actually leave the state for the first time in a while this week. A little trepidatious. I don't like being away from the land of eternal sunshine. This is a little weird for me, a little strange. That being said, this is Southern California Live with Wendell. Johnny Wendell is the name. Johnny Wendell is your friend. Thank you so much to Dr. Ed for joining us, talking about the issue of health care in California and America. And if you're just joining us at the very, very end of my conversation with him, and, I threatened you with a tirade, and you're going to get one. Not going to be a very long one, admittedly, because the segment is very short. But on Thursday, when the decision came down from Judge Roberts and his 4 colleagues on the court upholding the ACA, I noticed that, because I spend a significant amount of time scouring websites and reading, and, it's how I learn stuff, that there is the way that people regard politics in America generally is nauseating. It makes me sick to my stomach. I'm getting to the point where I hate it. I am deadly serious. I am not kidding. I'm not fooling. I'm not trying to be hysterical. It's revolting. Whether or not you think the Affordable Health Care Act is a good thing or a bad thing, realistically speaking, about 85 to 90% of Americans have some form of health care coverage already, either through the VA or through Medicare or through private providers. And as a result, this change in the way that people, I guess, it's compulsory to purchase health care or pay a fine if you can afford it, it doesn't affect an enormous amount of people. It really doesn't. It is true that it sets in motion a mechanism that we may eventually get something resembling Canadian-style health care, but the difference between D.C. and Ottawa is very, very wide, and certainly even wider between D.C. and Western Europe, where you have genuinely socialized medicine. Canada does not have socialized medicine. But what I saw on the Internet on Thursday made me really, really sick, because while it is true that my sympathies rarely sit with Republicans, I dislike the fact that people got so much pleasure, so much Schadenfreude in their misery, that the Republicans had lost and that they were suffering. Okay? And I certainly got no pleasure out of seeing the Republicans' reaction, which was not just hysterical, but even stupider than they usually are, which is saying something. Okay? I don't like the socialism in the affordable health care, said more than one of them. And, of course, this was followed by, I'm moving to Canada. Well, guess what? Canada has everything that you hate and snow. So you really don't want to be there much, do you? No, I've gotten to the point where this zero-sum game, where my side wins, therefore your side loses, everything is either good for Obama or bad for Obama, or something's good for Obama, which means it's bad for Romney. It's bad for Romney, it's good for Obama, blah, 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 back and forth forever. This has now officially driven me bonkers. All I care about is this going to save me money? Is this efficient? Am I going to get better care from my provider when I go? That's all Johnny Angel Wendell cares about. I don't care if Obama won one on this one. I don't care if Romney lost. In reality, how could Eve Romney consider this a loss at all? In reality, it's a vindication because Romney Care in Massachusetts is identical to Obamacare nationally, and yet that stiff, that mannequin, that automaton that the Republicans nominated went out and said, my first act as president of the United States to get rid of Obamacare, which of course he can't do. Dude, you're going to get rid of something that you wholeheartedly endorsed yourself, that has your name on it 8 years ago in Massachusetts, and yet Republicans are just swallowing this up. Romney raised almost $5 million in donations from irate Republicans who don't like the fact that billing for insurance has changed slightly in America as of Thursday morning. And you ask me why I've become the bitterest pill in the medicine chest. This is the reason. People aren't interested in policy anymore. They're interested in, if my side wins this battle today, I can go on Facebook and stick it to the Democrats. Or I can go on Twitter and stick it to the Republicans, and I'll get my testosterone rush, and it's almost as good as sex. Well, it's not. And it's nauseating, and I've had it, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of this. My side won one today. I'm happy. Because the people I hate, because they have an R next to their name or a D next to their name, because I hate my opponents. They lost today. I'm happy. I mean, really. You think the Miami Heat were this happy when they beat Oklahoma City? No. It's part of their job. And they're professional paid competitors. You think the Dodgers feel as bad about when they drop 8 games in a row? They're not happy, but they realize it's a game. You move on. Politics should not be a game. Do you understand? Felipe, if you don't mind, a tune. Thank you, sir. My screed, she is over. The show's not over. Why is the song on? That's all right. No big deal. Christine Pelizek joins us when we return to talk about the reappearance of the teardrop rapist, which sucks. Steve Morimarco joins us at the end of the show to talk about his new CD on K-Talk.
An eastbound train pulling into Park Street on the westbound